Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we're talking about Summer Moon Utah Wells, who vanished from her Rogersville home on June 15th, 2021. Since then, there's been no sighting of where Summer is. But recently, on Van Hill Road, there was the TBI, the FBI, and local law enforcement who were searching the area. Still, nothing yet that has been released about that. Why are they remaining quiet? But digging through some of my old Summer Wells content, I think I heard something, and I want to know what you think. What was said in the background on this recording? Also, the days and weeks that was leading up to Summer's disappearance, what was happening? Well, a lot, actually. And what was happening after Summer went missing with the parents? We got a lot to talk about. Get ready for this one on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smiled through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice,
Well, hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Fixing my microphone. One second. I'm delaying my intro here. Today, one second. There we go. Today is January 26th, 2026. It is currently 9:27 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, my lovelies. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. We have been digging deep in the Summer Wells case. Good to see you are. Am I in a onesie? No, I bet I wish I was. I wish I was, girl. Good to see everyone, guys. Before we get started, if you don't mind hitting that thumbs up button, would greatly appreciate that. And also share the live out would mean so much. And for my replay crew, how are you? And for you guys after the live stream, if you will do me a big solid, big old solid, if you would please either boost whatever the whatever the thing is, the button is, or if you're a real OG, if you will type something in the comments, I'll reply back to you. I will reply back to you. I don't care what it is. If it's a smiley face, if it's hype. Thank you. Hype. Yes, hype. If you will any comment, if it's a smiley face, if it's justice for summer, I would really appreciate that very much. Oh my God, Justin and I are wearing identical shirts. Oh, that's nice, indeed. That's nice. Never found that button. It's close to like where the what are they like the where the chat is and stuff like that. It should be. If you'll just write hashtag justice for summer, I'll heart it. I'll say hi back or something in there. Oh, nice, easy. Nice. Good to see everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. So we're going to be talking obviously about the Summer Moon Utah Wells case. And I heard something, and I want to know if you guys hear the same thing. Also, the more I look into the Summer Wells case, the more I am convinced now that this was planned. I used to never think it was planned. Now that I am talking to individuals and learning new things, I do believe this was planned. At least it was planned in the last 48 hours, in my opinion. And we're going to get to all of that. Don't you worry. Yeah, never thought it was planned. Never thought it was planned. But now the things, the people that I'm speaking with and seeing all of these, the way that particularly Don Wells, the Summer Wells's father, I use that term loosely, very interesting stuff we're going to get into. Oh, Pamela, goodness gracious, stay warm. I had to take one of my kids to the doctor today, and I skied pretty much the entire way. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. So I hope everyone is staying safe. I know it's really bad. Hopefully you didn't, hopefully you guys didn't lose electric or anything. Good to see you. Just the Italian cookie, Jay the Italian cookie. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate your support, truly. Thank you so much, my dear. And PGH, how you doing, darling? 7 months. 7 months of pearl. Thank you, Justin Mods and Beautiful Pearls. welcoming me from day one. I love it here in each and every one of you. We love you, PGH, and you are absolutely family. Every single one of you. I get worried. I don't see you guys for a minute if you guys are busy or whatever. Um, is Jen okay? You okay, Jen? All right, guys. So we're gonna get on down. How about that? Let's get on down to it. I'm finally feeling like a somewhat of a human being today after this is my third day, second day on antibiotics, and I'm starting to feel like a human. I was planning on going live earlier. I had it under unlisted, and I just wasn't making it here in time. But better late than never, right? I know a lot of you guys probably thought I wasn't going live today, but I got to be really sick for that. Shelby, thank you so much. 2 months. Is that on air sign above you real? It's adorable. It is, and it does light up actually. But I'll be honest with you, it eats the batteries up, and forget. I forget to turn it off. So I rarely light it up. I need to get the rechargeable batteries so that way I don't really care if I do forget to turn it off. But yes, it is real, and I don't think it's ever going to come down either because I used liquid nails on it or something like that, and I just used a little bit. One day I tried to take it down. I can hang from that, and it will not come down. Like, pull my weight on it, it will not come down. Yep, it is, Shelby. Thank you so much, dear. Appreciate you. Lolo, good to see you, my dear. 21 months. Praying summer gets justice sooner than later. Thank you for keeping these missing children in the spotlight, Justin. Thank you so much, Lolo. Much love to you, my friend. So good to see you. Really, really do appreciate your continued support. You are an OG girl. Love you so much. Hey, sugar, sugar, boom, boom, boom. Good to see you, sugar, sugar. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your support. 7 months. Really do appreciate that, my dear. Such an amazing group. We are a good group, aren't we? I've got the best people ever. And that is a promise. That is a promise. The best people ever. I remember when you got your on-air sign. Yep. It's been a minute, Webbs. It sure has. Okay. All right. So a lot of different things here. Ooh, goodness, jingles. Oh man. You were on a ventilator, jingles. Goodness gracious, honey. Please take care of yourself. It's bad. It's bad right now. Everything is. It really is. Okay, guys. So got some different things that I've been working on and going through some of we know about the 911 phone call. The one where you can hear Summer in the background and she says, "Mom, mommy, help me." And then Candace says, "He was trying to hurt my Summer." Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. I had my headphones on, and back then I didn't wear headphones, and I couldn't hear near as good. And since I got these headphones, I can hear a lot better with certain things. So if you got headphones, you're going to want to hear it even better right here. That I'll play it for you in just a second. I want to know what you guys think about something, but first I want to play something Don Wells did a call with, and better girl mom. I'm at least feeling human again. At least feeling human. Thank you, Summer Clean. Good to see you, honey. Okay, so y'all remember that. Perfect. Yes, headphones help so much. Okay. Don Wells did a phone call long time ago with a guy named Doug. His channel was No Thanks. Okay. And some of you might remember him, some of you might not. But regardless, I want to play something for you. And just this is him talking about something. Hello, Miss Kelsey. Good to see you. Okay.
Right.
Okay. And he was talking about things that he had been through, things that he had seen in the past. Now, we know Don Wells has, he openly brags about him uh, growing up in the jail system across the country. Something to brag about, right? But he was talking about something that he had seen. I did mute some of the when he says Coca-Cola, if you know what I mean. It's a DR, it's a rug. It's, called Coca-Cola, if you know what I mean. And I muted this every time he says it, though. So listen to this.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, Doug. I'm going to be straight up with you. It's been a major problem in my life.
Okay. So he says, it has been a major problem in my life. The Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola has been a major problem in my life. And it certainly has been. And listen, everyone deals with different problems in their life. I'm not knocking him because he's struggling with rugs or anything like that, because again, everyone struggles with different things at different times in their life. But Don seems to not want to get better, and then he's very judgeful when it comes to people with the math, if you will, whenever he is certainly one of them. Hey, War, good to see you, baby. Tina, hello, second to no one. Good to see you, baby.
I know. It has. It really has. I'm not going to lie to you because, you know what? Because I want to be realistic with you, and I want to be fair with you, and I want to be, a brother to you. I appreciate that, and I want to do the same to you, Don. And I didn't put it together, but when I thought about it more and more, there's no way that some kids belong to that black woman. And they were addicted to. Right. Yes. So they were.
It keeps skipping. It keeps skipping. I don't know why, but he says those kids, kids, were addicted to the Coca-Cola. Something that he drove this kid who was, he says, when he went there was this, he says, black woman, and they were addicted to the Coca-Cola. Yes, kids, Kelsey. Yes. That's what he says. That's exactly what he says. Thank you, Max, for being number 397 on the thumbs up. Appreciate you, my dear. Jan 695. Welcome to the Pro family, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Jan 695 coming in clutch. Thank you, baby. Good to see you and appreciate your support, my dear. Yes, Don says this. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Carol. Okay, keep listening.
Like, them kids could have been kidnapped from anywhere in the United States, right? And addicted to cocaine and controlled by cocaine. That beast, huh?
Okay. So he says these kids, well, first he says he has struggled with it. It's been a major part of his life. And then he says, these kids, I guess he took these children to this woman's house. He said the mother, or the woman that was taking care of them, and the kids were, one second, y'all, apologize. So these are not his children. These are not his children, but he puts himself in these situations where there's always kids and there's some sort of rug or there's some sort of SA, right? So he says he's had trouble with the Coca-Cola, right? He brings these kids to this caregiver out in Stockton, California. The kids are addicted to the Coca-Cola. Hey, Sarah, good to see you, love. And then, what does he say after that? Just rewind this little part right here.
Been kidnapped from anywhere in the United States.
Right.
Okay. Then he associates these kids being kidnapped. It could have happened anywhere in the United States. Kim, thank you so much, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Welcome, Miss Kim. Coming in clutch. How you doing, Miss Kim? Good to see you. Thank you so much, my dear, for your support. Really, really do appreciate that. He really is. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Keep listening.
And addicted to cocaine and controlled by cocaine.
And controlled.
Sir?
That kind of beast, huh?
Is what?
Is that beast? It'll bring out the beast in people, right?
The Coca-Cola is that kind of beast. And he says it'll bring out the beast in you, right? I mean, I don't know about that, but it's weird. But just keep listening.
Well, I mean, you can get anybody. You know how it is. Well, maybe you don't, but I'll tell you. I will tell you that. You know, okay. I will educate you then.
Listen.
When you get addicted to drugs, you will sell your own soul to stay high. Addicted to drugs, you will sell your own soul to stay high. Addicted to drugs, you will sell your own soul to stay high.
You will. Yep. They were dropping her up. He says, when you are addicted to rugs, you will sell your whole soul to stay high. Your whole soul. Interesting how he is associating himself with being that he struggled with the Coca-Cola, right? How he was with kids, right? How he not only was with the kids, but he was said that they were addicted to Coca-Cola. I've never even heard of children being addicted to Coca-Cola, right? Because I don't know if Coca-Cola is like a physical dependency, right? I don't know if Coca-Cola is a physical dependency, but what? Yeah, I know like in utero they can be. Yeah. But and then he's talking about them being trafficked, right? Then he says you'll sell your whole soul if you are addicted to the Coca-Cola. And put a 1 in the chat if you remember. Now, Don has 2 older kids outside of Candace, right? He has 2 older kids. His oldest son, allegedly, according to Don's step siblings, he tried to sell his son for rugs. He tried to sell his son for rugs. Do you put a 1 in the chat if you remember that? He certainly tried to sell him for rugs. It's crazy. Yes, thank you. I've never heard of children being addicted to Coca-Cola either. Sadly, a lost friend got this rug when she was a teenager, very bad. I've just never heard of a child, because this is the thing. This is the thing about Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola is it's the most expensive of the rugs, right? It's the most expensive. And I don't see how a child is going to be addicted to that, at least willingly, right? He's also said that he said a 12-year-old had a body from hell, if you remember that as well, right? If you remember that. Oh my gosh, Cher. Thank you so What? Thank you so much. Oh my God, girl. That is so incredibly nice of you. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate that. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you give our girl Cher a big ol' thank you.
Smell a legend.
Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate
Donation.
that. Really, really, really kind. Do I have anything here? Let's see here. Do I have anything?
Welcome to Clutch Them Pearls. Yeah, you're in the clue. Shine bright like the stars. This world never knew. We're dancing, laughing all around this world. Hold tight, shine bright. You're part of our pearl.
Thank you so much, my dear. Really, really do appreciate that. It's very generous of you, Sharon. Thank you so very much. You were incredibly generous to me. Thank you, love. Yes, she's a rock star. Rock star. I remember when the Cabbage Patch Dolls came out. There was this girl in Ohio tried selling her kids to buy one for a Cabbage Patch. Okay.
Someone could be in a situation.
Listen
like
to this.
That's what scares me.
Right.
Now, then he associates Summer. He associates himself with having, struggling with it. He says he's with 2 kids. He takes them around, like we'll call her a caregiver, right? And first of all, how would he know? How would he know to, like, okay, if you give, for instance, someone a ride, right? And you take them to somewhere, how do you know they're on Coca-Cola? You're not going to know. You're not going to know that they're on Coca-Cola, especially a child. You're not going to know. You're not going to know. Now, I think, in my opinion, that he was there for his own reasons, if you know what I mean. Justin, that's not the only time that he said he would sell his soul for that. He says he sucks as a dealer too because he can't control himself. Yes, he did. Yep, he said that on Chris McDonough from the Interview Rooms. Sure did. Yep, he said he wasn't a, more or less he said he wasn't a good dealer because he uses more than he could sell. Right? More or less. So, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So he was either there for the Coca-Cola, or I pray to God not the kids. One or the other, or both. One or the other, in my opinion. Because why is he associating all of this and then associating it with Summer? This is him speaking, Don Wells speaking, his voice, his experiences. It does not get any more clear than that. You got me? You get me? Him saying what he's done, seen, struggled with, fears that his daughter, five, by the way, 5 years old. Very weird. Yes, Sarah, yes. Very. He's obviously thinking about rugs and girls. Well, and then, I mean, I've shown you text messages of where Don says that he, when he was growing up, he went to his uncle's bedroom and found magazines, but he called them sick magazines, where much younger than 18, if you know what I mean. And that's what he grew up on. That's what he grew up on. Yeah, Joan. Yeah. And that's his experiences. Yeah, plead the fifth, no matter how bad I wanted to get high, I would never. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have, it's, that's just like another level, right? Like that's just another level. That's just another level. He may have ripped someone off too, and then, well, kind of, we're going to get to something like that, Lean on Me, tonight. And they shaved Summer's head to disguise her as a boy. He knew something was going to happen, told Candace to keep a watch on her. It's very weird how he says that he always knew something was going to happen to Summer. He told Candace to keep an eye on her, that he just always knew. In my opinion, he knew he was going to strike, right? You got to remember, now I want to make it clear that Don has never been charged with any SA or anything like that, but there's a lot of people out there that haven't either. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that he is, but I'm using his words of what he says. But he's never been charged, but he has had, again, where he broke into I've shown you guys the police reports and all that, where he broke into the woman's house, stole her panties, so he said he could pleasure himself with. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, that's exactly right. Majority haven't. Majority have not. And that's the scary thing. And that's the whole reason we have the offender list, is these people can't be rehabilitated. And that's why that's the way I think of when Dawn says, I always knew something was going to happen to her. Yeah, I knew it was him. My opinion. You know what I mean? Oh, me too. Me too, because it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I think he knew he was going to happen to her, because he talks about, laying in bed with Summer. And not only that, think of this, guys. His last memory, he says Summer was in between him and Candace, sleeping. Now, that's disturbing to me. Because guys wake up a certain way many times. It's just the way it is, right? Especially if we have to pee or something, we can wake up a certain way. You guys know it, right? You guys, your husbands or boyfriends or whoever, we can wake up a certain way. And his daughter is between him and Candace. That is so wrong. That is so fucking wrong. I can't even right now. Can't even. It's beyond. Oh, they're watching. Promise. Absolutely promise. What? Absolutely. No question about it. Second to no one. No question about it, because remember, the day, think about this, the day, the day Summer vanishes, right? What is she doing with the minor boy? What is she doing with the minor boy? She's taking this minor boy, buying him alcohol, right? Tobacco, and is in this secluded place. What? What? Who was the first person, and I mean the first person, Candace called when they literally threw her in the back of a cop car? Who was the first person she called? A 15-year-old. Yeah. That's the first person she called. Hunter. Now, why is a mother, right, of 7, a mother of 7 who had kids older than him at the time, 15, he was 15 at the time, she had kids even older than that. Of course, she didn't have them with her because they were taken, those kids, the other kids were taken away. But why was she calling a 15-year-old at the time? Justin, my best friend's daughter trial starts tomorrow. Pray her abuser gets put away for life, or oh my, under the fucking jail, under the fucking jail. Yes, absolutely, Kels. Please keep us posted for that. She's 15. Okay, let me. This is 1.5 minutes. I'm going to play the full thing because it kept breaking through, and then we're going to move on to something else very interesting. Listen to this. Maybe if I can play it.
Right. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, Doug. I'm going to be straight up with you. It's been a major problem in my life.
Right. I know.
It has. It really has. I'm not going to lie to you because, you know what? Because I want to be realistic with you, and I want to be fair with you, and I want to be, a brother to you.
I appreciate that, and I want to do the same to you, Don.
And I didn't put it together, but when I thought about it more and more, there's no way that them kids belong to that black woman. And they were addicted to.
Right.
Yes.
So they were like. What was
them kids could have been kidnapped from anywhere in the United States,
right?
And addicted to cocaine and controlled by cocaine.
That beast, huh?
Sir?
That kind of beast, huh?
Is what?
Is that beast? It'll bring out the beast in people.
Well,
right?
well, you can get anybody. You know how it is. Well, maybe you don't, but I'll tell you. I will tell you that. You know, okay. I will educate you then. When you get addicted to drugs, you will sell your own soul to stay high. Addicted to drugs, you will sell your own soul to stay high. Yes.
Don did threaten Josh's life. Sure did. Yes, he did. Sure did.
Addicted to drugs, you will sell your own soul to stay high. Someone could be in a situation like this. And that's what scares me.
Right.
Bingo, simply real. Bingo. Exactly. Yes. Why? How does anyone get around people like this over and over and over if you're not one? How? Tell me. You know the saying, it takes one to know one? That's true. That's absolutely true. It takes one to know one. Yep. Exactly. Hey, Miss Tina. Thank you so much, darling. Really do appreciate you, my loves. Don told Chris Nim that Summer had slept with him for 5 years. Summer had been alive. Summer had been alive 5 years. Yep. Summer was 5 years old, and he said she had to be next to me always. Had to be next to me always. Mm, you're right. You're right. I mean, we saw her bedroom, the dungeon that they said they wanted to go down and, play in, right? Nobody's going to go down and play in that literally dark dungeon where every window is foiled over so nobody could see in when you're on top of a damn mountain anyways. Very, very weird. You're right. You're right. Oh, gee, the Italian cookie. Thank you, Mama. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate that. You guys are very kind to me. Really, really do appreciate that, my dear. Very kind. Good to see you. Thank you again, honey. He is a sick perv. He said one time she was in a hotel. Yes. He said, I know where she is right now. She's in a hotel. Mm. Well, how do you know that, Mr. Wells? How do you know that? Okay, now I want to hear, I might be hearing this wrong. I might not. I don't know, but I want to know what you guys hear here. And it can be triggering. I just want to tell you it can be triggering. This is a 15-second recording. If you go to, there is an interview, or not an interview, a 911 call where Candace is on the phone with 911. It's like a 15 or 20-minute 911 call. I've played the entire thing. But you can hear Summer in the background saying, Mom, Mommy, help me. And then Candace goes, he's trying to hurt my daughter. He's trying to hurt my daughter. And she says, Summer, I told you not to go to him, or something like that. It's me, Jen. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Justin, can you show your living conditions for that haven't? Oh, you've not seen? You've never seen those? Yeah. I can probably find those. Yep. It might just take a second, but yeah, I can certainly find those. I've got them here somewhere close, I'm sure. All right, so listen to this and let me know what you hear. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate you. Do you hear that? Listen to it again. Do you hear it? Listen, it's in the background. Right there. What are they saying right there? What are they saying right there? That's what I'm asking. If you've got headphones on, you can hear it a lot better. I could never hear it until I could not hear it until I had headphones on. Listen. You hear it? Let me see if I can slow it down here. Let's slow it down. Let me try this. Sometimes if you speed it up, you can actually hear it better. Let me do it to 1.25. Oh, I don't know, but I was just listening through stuff while I was editing stuff today, and I was like, is that what I think it is? It's in the greenhouse? Please, I don't know. I hear it. What else could it be? He's driving a red truck? Well, Don didn't drive a red truck. Don didn't drive a red truck. Hey, Megs. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Dudley said Don was acting like... Yes. Very, very, very important. We're going to get to that, actually. Dudley said Don was acting like he lost his best friend just before Summer went missing. In my opinion, Don owed money, took the car for an alibi because he knew time was up. I don't think Candace knew, and he set her up for the fall. I think Candace knows a lot. I think she knows a lot more, but Don, in my opinion, absolutely had this planned out. Absolutely had this planned out. And that's what I was saying when I started this live stream. The days and weeks leading up to Dawn or Summer missing, what was Don doing? And what was he doing afterward? Again, we go back to these recordings where Don is talking about the things that he saw, the things that he's been around, the kids that he says was on things, and that they had been, this had been done to them and that had been done to them. It's beyond. But on this phone call, one thing that's not disputable, right? Thank you so much, Megs. I appreciate you. And I 110% agree with that. 110%. But on this phone call, one thing that is not debatable, it's not debatable, is that that Candace says, or you can hear Summer, Mom, Mommy, help me. Summer, I told you not to do that, or something like that. He's trying to hurt my daughter. That is not debatable. Not debatable. We all know that. Damn, why does it keep doing this? I'm sorry if you guys keep getting kicked out of the live chat. I don't know. It freezes and then it kicks a few people out, and then it freezes for me. So I apologize if it's happening to you guys. That is one thing that is absolutely not debatable. But this part right here, I want to know what is being said. I mean, we know that she said he's trying to hurt my daughter, and we know that's Summer's voice. It's a 911 call, CZ. This is a 911 call. Listen. Okay, it's this little part right here. Right there. Let me do it like this. I don't know what, but that's kind of what it sounds like to me, if you ask me. I'm aggravated. Did anyone ask them about the call, and did anybody ask the police why they did not take her out? Summer? That's a good question. I mean, that's a really good question. I have headphones, and that's what I hear, Justin. It sounds like it. He went to jail that night, yes. But this is the other thing, and you know what? I actually never heard anyone say that. Nancy, I've never heard anyone say that. He just said he's trying to hurt my daughter. Why wasn't that looked into that night? Why wasn't that looked into that night as well? Yep, she dropped the charges. That's when he bought the new car for her. It's what it sounds like. I may not be. I don't know. But I heard that and I was like, what? What? Just dropped the charges. Such an idiot. Not even. And usually the state will pick it up and regardless, right? Usually the state will pick it up absolutely regardless. Okay. So now, want you to hear this. Guys, do me a favor. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Greatly, greatly appreciate you all being here. I want you to listen to this. I think this is it. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me show you this real quick. Maybe. Nope. Oh, okay, we'll go to this first. Okay. This is this is when Dawn, again, Summer's father, was talking to Prayer Garden of America a long time ago. Listen to this.
Somebody in a store was videoing.
Okay, what is he talking about here? Does again, maybe I'm missing something on this, but I want to know, what is he talking about right here?
Somebody in a store was videoing Summer.
Yeah, there was a video a while back we've never seen before of her in the car, and she's playing with something in the back seat with a seatbelt on. Somebody took that video of her. I think, what was her name? Truey? I think it was Truey. While Candace was in the store, they took a video of Summer, and they just put it out there.
Oh,
recently.
wow.
We've never seen that video before ever till about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Whoa.
Kind of odd.
Yeah. Why were they taking?
Okay.
Somebody in a
So here he's talking about Summer, a video being taken of her in the back of a car. Hey, Wolfie, good to see you. What is he talking about here? And he's talking about his private detectives, which, in my opinion, they're not really private detectives, in my opinion. They are Candace's best friend. But I don't know. I don't know. I've seen that video. What video are you talking? What video is it, honey? What video is it? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? Like, what video is this? Because we're getting to something. We're getting to something. Hang tight. Did they leave her in the car by herself a lot? No, not that I'm aware of. But he knows that. He knows, but that's the thing. We know he knows about the video of her in the back car because Candace and Grandis took that video. And I can promise you, I can absolutely promise you one thing about that video of Summer being in the back of the truck. That was 17 minutes before her Don, Candace, and Grandis's cell phones were deleted. All three of them. Promise you that. Bible. Seriously. That I can tell you. So it can't be that video. No, it's different. Looks like in a van seat. You know, this is the thing, Alicia. I was thinking about that. Which, in my opinion, Hawkins County, and if I was there that night. They failed because they allowed them to stay overnight in the house. They didn't do anything inside the house until the next day. And Jen wants to see the inside of the house real quick. So this house was so filthy, and I was thinking about this. When a house is so filthy to begin with, right? Unless it is something that is, like blood somewhere or something major, you're not going to know which one it is. You're not going to have any idea because it's so damn messy, right? It's so messy. What is wrong with my computer here? I've seen them, but others may not. Oh, gotcha. What about the battery? That was the battery. Same in Sebastian's case, guys don't live in Tennessee with the kids unless you're like, yeah. What about the mattress that was next to the door? That thing was just nasty. What is he talking about here? Let me see if I can. Am I freezing, guys? Candace is saying that H is lying about that, but said at first that they did, but now she is saying that well, Carolyn, I'm the one. I'm the one that broke that Candace said she was not at Sonic that day, but she was. So why is she lying about that? Because I recently let me just exit out of this damn thing, 'cause maybe that's what it is. Because I've got people, that's all I can say, people that has spoke to her, is speaking with her, and she absolutely lies about that. And she's like, no, we didn't go to Sonic that day. But you did. You did. So why is she saying this years later that she wasn't? You know what I mean? So weird. Thank you so much, my love. Really, really do appreciate that. What is wrong? Come on, man. Freezing occasionally on mine. Okay. I'm trying to get it, guys. Just bear with me. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe if I do it like this. Okay, yeah, I guess it was just that window freezing. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to fix this right here. Why lie to begin with? Well, exactly. Why lie to begin with? I mean, this is your child that's missing, right? Like your child. So what is he referring to there? Which video? Am I missing something? What is it? Okay. Let me pull this up. We got some stuff because we're going to be getting into more recently with the case. You just got to bear with me 1 second while I can pull this thing up. Let me play this again because it was freezing. I don't know why it's doing this, but it certainly is. Thank you so much, Tamala. I appreciate you, my dear. On this one, maybe I'm missing something, but again, how would Don not know when his daughter is in the car?
Somebody in a store was videoing.
Hold on. Somebody in a store was videoing.
Somebody in a store was videoing Summer.
Yeah, there was a video a while back we've never seen before of her in the car, and she's playing with something in the back seat with a seatbelt on. Somebody took that video of her. I think, what was her name? Truey? I think it was Truey. While Candace was in the store, they took a video of Summer and they just put it out there.
Oh,
recently.
wow.
We've never seen that video before ever till about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I mean, this is the thing. Unless he's lying about this. Oh my God. Come on, man. Stop buffering. I don't know what's going on with it. Unless he's lying about that. PG has that video. I mean, we have the video of her in the back, but how would he not know about that? Your phone was deleted 16 minutes afterwards, Don. Your phone was deleted 16 minutes afterwards. Like, that's weird. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. Okay, 1 second. Maybe the person that just texted me. Maybe. Okay. Here we go. All right, let me show you this right here about the come on, man. I've got the pictures of maybe, guys, 1 second. I apologize. I just don't I don't understand why it would be like that, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't get it. Okay, please don't buffer. Because, I mean, this was out there and it's been out there for forever. Right? I mean, she's got her seatbelt on here, but how would he not? Yeah, we can see you, Megs. Yeah. How would he not know? Spirit Seeker Squad has it. Thank you so much, Megs. Are we talking about this video right here? I mean, I'm familiar with the video. Spirit Seeker and I, we've done whole lives on this video. But what confuses me, thank you, Megs. Appreciate you, my dear. No. What video is it? It's not that video. Okay, which video is it? I don't understand this part. It's weird to me. Let me just show you what kind of, I mean, they would take pictures of Summer like this. Of course, and post it online like this. Now, you wonder why. Remember how Dawn is always talking about someone might have seen her online? how someone might have seen her online. Oh, Lauren, let me tell you something. We've got pictures of Summer being out in a public area. Not like walking down the street, but like at a park without any top on. He is talking about the one in the booster seat. Okay. I think I know which one you're talking about now. But again, that was with who was that with? That was with Candace. That was with Candace. She's in the car playing with something. Okay. All right. This is the boys' bedroom. This is the best room in the house. Absolutely best room in the house. Notice there's no sheets or anything, no pillows. Look how filthy the bedding is. Just how filthy. This was Summer's room right here. No lights or anything. This is where they said Summer wanted to go play. I'm going to show you this before we get on to the next part of it. And bear with me. Bear with me as I pull it up. The pictures here. These are all of Don's police reports. Okay, here we go. This was Summer's room. For those of you that's never, I'm the one that broke this. I got these pictures inside of Summer's bedroom, and this was her and her brother's bedroom that they shared. On the left hand, it might be your right hand of the screen, with all the stuff here. This is Summer and her brother's bedroom. That is when she went missing, like right after she went missing. And this is on the right hand side is when they were cleaning it up for the Dr. Phil show, because Dr. Phil simply would not show it like this, which I think is bullshit myself, because show it as it is. Now, what I'm about to play you guys is something Don talked about. I gotta pull up my chat. I can't see the chat because it's freezing again. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to show y'all something. It doesn't even show I'm live. The hell? What's going on with YouTube, man? Okay, here we go. All right. So, okay, here we go. So, this is, and I'm glad you told me to put this up here, Jen, because it's very important. I can come up quick and explain it if you want to drop a link. Megs, that's okay, honey. If you want to text me or something, you can text me or whatever. Or you can call me later or something. We can talk if you want. I just want to get this part out right here. Thank you so much, my love. Appreciate that. Okay. So again, this is the bedroom of Summers and her brothers right before she went missing. On the other side is when they were cleaning it up to put out for Dr. Phil. Now, Don explains something very important, and you're going to hear him in his own words here in just a minute. I'm going to show it to you. You're going to listen to it. You're going to hear it. He talks about the day before, June 14th, 2021, which is very important in my opinion, because for a multitude of reasons. In the beginning of this program, I said what was leading up to the days and the weeks before Summer went missing and after Summer went missing, right? Dudley, his we'll call him his partner at work, he was technically got 50% of the income, if you will, but he worked with Don. Don was technically his boss. June 14th, 2021, Dudley says he came to work that morning. Dudley says Don was inside the bathtub at work. Don is a drywall finisher, and that's what he does as a trade. He's very gifted in that aspect, and he's a hard worker. That's about the only two things I can say positive about Don. But he says when he got there that morning, Don was sitting in the bathtub looking like he lost his best friend. He also said that he had to stay late that day because CPS was coming later that evening. Later on that day, Don fired Dudley. Later on that day, Don fired Dudley. Indisputable. That's a fact. The next day, Summer Wells goes missing. Summer Wells goes missing. What was Don? What was he, looking like he lost his best friend about? Now, Don was keeping like a microwave and stuff in the bathroom because at the time, apparently, CPS was onto him. CPS had been onto them about 10 months prior, 11 months prior. And that is because there was an instance with their oldest son and Hunter's sister. And CPS was involved with that. Don ended up getting in his truck and taking his oldest son, and they fled to Utah and were gone a little while. And then that's when he came back and Jose and all that stuff happened, right? But just remember about the 14th and the 15th, okay? 14th and the 15th. Now, I want you to listen to this because this is, again, Don's own words. Maybe if my computer will. Listen. Bear with me, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't see one doll or Barbie or anything girly in the room. So sad. Look at the disgusting bowl. Oh my God. I mean, that's beyond anything. Beyond anything. Well, it's so illegal. Okay. So, guys, I'm just going to have to. This is so frustrating whenever you're live and you need to play something and it times out or whatever. I apologize, guys. I know y'all probably don't mind, but I do. Because I have it all pulled up and it won't play. Okay, so here we go. So just take a look at this picture, right? Take a look at this picture. Very important. Right? Very important. Now, I'm pretty sure it's this one. It's either this one or this one. Okay. Now, remember, Summer is going to be missing on the 15th. She's missing on the 15th. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. Do you guys think that CPS would be okay if they saw a room like this? Would they be okay with this? Do you think? Would they be okay with this? Now, let me make it clear to you. CPS, I'm frozen. Perfect. CPS doesn't care about clutter. They don't care about clutter at all. Clutter, unless it's like blocking, they care about safety. They care about safety. That's what they care about, right? And that's all they care about. Okay. I think this is it. Make sure, guys. Sorry. If it wasn't froze. All right, let me make sure this is it. All right, so here we go. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, if you haven't yet. Lots of dirt on the floor. It's like moldy or something like that. Okay. Listen to this.
Brandon says, was Dawn home at 3 p.m. the day Summer went missing? Were you home at 3 p.m.
No.
the day Summer went missing?
No.
How late did
No.
you work that night?
No.
Done.
What's that now?
How late did you work that night?
I was, I'm kind of confused on that because I thought it was like 5:30.
Okay.
How can you be confused on that?
I'm not sure because I know it was like at 5:30 or so. Because I stayed late because Candace was doing something. She said she was getting prescriptions. She was busy, and I thought, well, I might as well just stay and try to get more done.
Okay, that wasn't the one I was looking for. But he says, I'm kind of confused on that because Candace was staying late. They were going to go swimming. Well, first of all, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever because Summer was called in to be missing at 6:30. Dawn or the police were there by 7 o'clock. The police were there. So the time for Dawn actually calling and saying, talking to Candace was 11:30 or 11:40 in the morning, right? 11:30, 11:40 in the morning. So how is he all confused on this? How is he all confused on this? Okay, let me continue playing this because I've got something I've got to really show you on this.
How late did you work that night?
I was, I'm kind of confused on that because I thought it was like 5:30.
Okay.
I'm not sure because I know it was like at 5:30 or so. Because I stayed late because Candace was doing something. She said she was getting prescriptions. She was busy, and I thought, well, I might as well just stay and try to get more done in the house I was working on. Because the more you get done, the more you get paid.
I finally found it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was at work talking to a coworker.
So you think it was well past? Well, like at least a couple hours past 3.
He was born.
Yeah, it was after 5:30.
It is what it is. Can you email it to me or text it to me, babe?
See, I can't remember now. It was either 5:30 or 6:30. I can't remember now.
Links won't work in the chat.
Okay. Hey,
Mods,
Don.
drop my thing, please.
Your wife messaged me and said that you was at home in a 3 o'clock hour, and I have that as evidence. She did not want nobody to know you was at home.
Listen to him. Watch the pause. Listen to this.
That's not true.
How
Well,
does she message
you that if that's not the case?
Do you
It absolutely is. And I can tell you 100%. 100%. Thank you. It is what it is. Good to see you, baby. 100%. Dawn Wells was home that morning. Not only that, not only did Candace text this girl speaking in right here, she's shown the messages, but the tree trimmers said that he was home that morning at 8 and 9 o'clock that morning. He was home not only that morning, but we're going to get to him talking to the tree trimmers. It's very interesting, these things that we'll just say people's talking about here. Okay, here we go. I found it, finally. Okay, this is the part I wanted to show you. Listen to thus. Right here. Credit goes to share voices behind the
Yeah,
wall.
I'd give Summer a CO2
Listen to this.
BB gun with no BBs in it, and she liked to go around and go pow, pow, pow. She loved to do that. And she'd say, Daddy, it ain't got no whatever in it. And I put in the CO2 in it. I still have CO2 cartridges in my gun cabinet.
Yeah.
And those guns, just little, BB guns or whatever.
Yeah.
And they come up here and like, oh yeah.
Okay. Now, again, I just told you about Dudley. Dudley being there working on the 14th. He came and he talked to Don, or he came in, he said Don looked like he lost his best friend. Then Don said he had to stay late that evening. We had no idea at the time. Dudley didn't know at the time, we had no idea at the time that CPS was there the day before. Don didn't say this until months later that CPS was there. But Dudley said that Don told him that CPS was going to be there later this evening and he was going to work late. And that's, probably why he was staying into the house, putting his microwave and stuff there, because they call you the alleged perpetrator. If there is an allegation against a person that's in the house, they call it the alleged perpetrator. And they investigate that. And while this investigation is going on, the alleged perpetrator cannot be in the house. If the alleged perpetrator is in the house, then they will remove the children. They will remove the children. They can't say, you have to get out. But what they can say is, if this alleged perpetrator is going to be here while our investigation is going on for the next 30 days or week or whatever they decide on, usually a month, then they will remove the kids. That's standard in CPS. You guys know my BFFs worked for CPS for the last 20 years. I can promise you that. So remember the day before, Don in the bathtub and him saying that he had to work late because CPS was going to be there, all of that. Dudley is also fired that day. If you don't think this is planned, something's up, in my opinion. Listen to this.
We're going to close the case. We're going to close the case. The welfare caseworker come up here on the 14th of June, about 6 or 7 o'clock, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame, and said they're closing the case. But for some odd reason, she brought her supervisor up here with her. And yeah, they were eyeballing my kid.
Okay.
The supervisor and the...
Okay. He is talking about June 14th, 2021. He says they came up there. They said they were going to close the case. Number one, I can tell you and promise you, they don't come out there and waste their resources when they can send you an absolutely perfect, clean, pristine letter that says your case is closed. They're overworked and understaffed the way it is. They don't come out there to just say, hey, we're closing the case. Number one. Number two, they only bring two people if it's a more riskier situation. Like they are going to be threatened, perhaps, or they could be threatened. Many times they will bring a police officer, but they brought the supervisor. They brought the supervisor, right? Don set Dudley, Candace set up Fred. How did Candace set up Fred? Oh, with going down there? Gotcha. So just remember that. Now listen to this. This is him there. So there was two people, two CPS workers on June 14th, 2021. Again, Summer went missing on June 15th. What happened on the 14th? Exactly, Justin. If they are going to close it, they close it. Yeah, they send a letter. Why would a supervisor go out there and the CPS, the regular CPS agent, and you're going to hear two different vehicles. Listen.
The original caseworker at that time says we've been through 3 caseworkers since that time.
Even though they were closing the case.
They've been fired, or they've went somewhere else, or whatever. They have a high turnover rate in CPS.
They do, yes.
Yeah. I mean,
everywhere. Yep. I know that's true. Yep.
And they says, well, we're closing that case. Well, almost exactly 24 hours to the second, Summer come up missing.
Really? That
Yes,
quick?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
From the time they closed the case the night before,
wow.
the next day,
The
Summer
very
come up
next
missing.
day. So less than 24 hours after that.
almost 24 hours exactly. Summer come up missing. And then almost 48 hours later, we're dealing with all these cops up in here, fucking pushing us around, asking all kinds of questions, tearing our house upside down. Do you know that they searched our house 11 times? They come through here.
Hold on. I need to replay something right here. 1 second. What I hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
From the time they closed the case the night before.
Listen.
Wow.
The next day, Summer come up missing.
The night before. Now, it's very interesting to me. Because CPS, they're 24/7. Yes, they are 24/7. But it's weird to me that they are there during the evening time. Usually they're only there of the evening time if like there's an emergency or something, like 6, 7 o'clock. So that's really got me thinking. Right? That's really got me thinking. 6, 7 o'clock that evening, they're there. I mean, they do work evenings. They work 24/7 if they need be. But nobody has ever spoken about this. Why that evening? Now, I know like if it's a rule or something like that, and it might be a little dangerous or whatever, they will send a supervisor out. But why? There you go. There you go, Miss Thornton. There you go. They were trying to catch Don there, in my opinion. Why that evening? Supervisor came out also. Yep. There you go. They're doing something. They're doing something because that evening. Everything around this has Don Wells written all over it. Everything around this has Don Wells. Don says they came out the evening before, and then Summer goes missing. He's going to talk more about it here in just a second. But not only that, the next day, he says he's at work. He was not at work. He was not at work. He was not at work. I will stand on a stack of Bibles. The man was not at work that morning. He was not at work. Not only that, he's lying and saying that he worked with Dudley that day. Dudley was fired on the 14th, not on the 15th. And he talks about, they were making fun of him because he brought his car and all that. Nope. That was the 14th. That was the 14th. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Where you're from, Don fired Dudley, so he wouldn't witness Don not coming in till much later, in my opinion. He didn't want Dudley to be his alibi that day, right? Like, he didn't want Dudley to be there because Dudley would have been like, you wasn't at work that day, right? So we fired him the day before. Okay. Okay, continue listening, guys.
Okay. So
Yeah.
less than 24 hours
Yeah,
after that.
24, almost 24 hours exactly.
Oh,
Summer come
wow.
on missing.
And
And then almost 48 hours later, we're dealing with all these cops up in here, fucking pushing us around, asking all kinds of questions, tearing our house upside down. Do you know that they searched our house 11 times? They come through here, you know what? I'm not trying to talk shit about fucking Hawkins County and shit like that or whatever, but we allowed them motherfuckers up here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to cuss.
It's okay.
But they come up here 11 times. No, they come up here. I let them come up here about 11 times total and search our property. And even sometimes when we weren't even home, and turned everything upside down.
Now, they are going up there 11 times. 11 times, right? Tearing this house upside down. Why would they be, again, just like in Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case, why would they be going back whenever they're saying, Don and Candace are saying Summer was most likely abducted or she walked out on her own, and they're saying in Sebastian's case, he either walked out or something happened. They're not interested in your home, doing search warrants in your home, tearing shit upside down, unless they know something. Okay? Unless they know something. Unless they know something, I would let them come in 1,000 times. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be bitching either, would you? You wouldn't be bitching. What do you need? What do you need? Come on in. Go ahead. Come on in. Right? So, June 14th, Dudley sees Don in the bathtub. Don says CPS is coming that evening, so he's got to work late. Obviously, Don doesn't want to be there. But did Don work late? Did Don work late? Well, I don't know if he says it in this. We'll play it a little bit further. But Don says that when CPS got up there, the kids were happy. It was a beautiful day, beautiful evening. And then he talks about the kids playing on the roof. The kids are playing on the roof of the house. Summer wanted to get up on the roof. And he's like, yeah, well, only if you, the boys tell her not to stand next to the roof and all that. Right? Yep. That's right. Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Going to bed, Pam. Good night, baby.
Are they allowed to do that?
Listen to
Wait,
this.
are
If
they?
you
They're allowed
let
to go in your
them,
house
if you let
when you're
them,
not.
yeah.
Oh, so you let them?
Hold
Okay.
on a minute.
No, he
Hold
did
on a
not let them.
second. What's going on?
Did CPS drive a black Escalade?
No, they didn't drive a black
Okay,
Escalade.
listen
They
to
had
this.
a
Listen,
white,
listen.
like
Mm.
Ford.
They like
Okay,
to drive white and
hold
black.
on. Let Candace is trying to tell me something.
Oh,
Hang on
sorry.
just one
Listen.
second. Yeah, no, it's not your fault. What? No, it wasn't a black Escalade. It was a white. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Candace is saying there were two vehicles and one of them was a black Escalade. I'm sorry,
Oh.
but I don't remember seeing a black Escalade.
Hmm.
But that's her story.
Someone says, Don, please. I think I heard her say that once before. There was two vehicles.
Okay, I'll do it.
No, it's okay.
Candace is saying there was a black Escalade parked down below,
Okay.
but
So
I
they
didn't
were
see that.
They were definitely like watching like a hawk.
Yeah, I mean, they was all up in our business.
Yeah.
We've never had no trouble before in our lives till welfare got involved.
Till the welfare. Now, Don uses the term welfare, meaning CPS. Right? Don uses the term welfare for CPS. He says, case closed June 14th. And then 24 hours, almost to the dot. Almost to the dot. Someone kidnapped Summer. Come on. Come on now. Was born at night, but not last night. How would someone know that you had this CPS case, and why would they kidnap afterwards? Your case was closed. Right? Why? Listen to this.
Yeah.
We have had no trouble whatsoever. Everything was hunky-dory until
Right.
welfare showed up in our fucking lives. Out of our trucks time and time again.
What,
Turning
your
our whole
cars
house
too?
upside down. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they throw everything out of our trucks and throw it on the ground and just leave it. And he's dealing with.
Now, again, if your child was missing and you had nothing to do with it, why are they tearing your car apart, your house apart, search warrants, all of this? And more importantly, why do you care? Right? Why do you care? Your child is missing. What do you need? Do you need me to deliver the car? I'll deliver it to you if your child is missing, right? Right. Because you don't care. You just want your kid found. You're not complaining about cops checking your house. Is it getting me closer to finding my daughter? Finding answers? Of course not. It's all about them. All about them, right? They are they're not even putting stuff back. But he's talking about our lives. This is very important, guys. I can't stress it enough. It's a sentence that he used. And this tells me why Summer Wells is missing. This tells me why Summer Wells is missing, in my opinion. And I'm going to write it down here. Let me see if I can do it. I'm going to put it on the screen here. Let me see here. Here we go. Our lives were fine until the welfare got involved. Do you hear that? Our lives were fine until the welfare got involved. Not our lives were fine until Summer went missing. He's telling you what happened. This is linked. He's telling you our lives, all our lives, were fine until the welfare, meaning CPS, got involved. There you go. There you go. Yep. There you go, people. Our lives were fine. Not until someone came and abducted our daughter. That, or our lives were fine until Summer vanished. Our lives were fine until someone came abducted our daughter, or Summer walked out the door, or our lives were fine until we last saw Summer. It's the welfare, aka Summer, Wells, the boys, all of that, right? Because the boys were taken away as well. My husband thought that was a smoke detector. What and who caused CP to get involved? That's a good question. That's a good question. Absolutely. He's blaming CPS for their actions. And this is the thing. Everyone tried to help Don and Candace get their kids back. And honestly, even CPS gave them ample time. But here's the thing. Don and Candace, Don wouldn't even go to his like psychologist appointments where you have to be evaluated. Wouldn't do that for his kids. Oh, there's no accountability. But that tells you right there why Summer is missing. Our lives were fine. All of our lives were fine until then. Your life should have been fine until June 15th. Because remember, just remember this, guys. You got to remember. He says the case was closed June 14th. If your lives were fine and it was closed on June 14th, then why was it not fine? Because welfare got involved. You get me? You get what I mean? You said they came there June 14th, they closed it. Should be over, right? Onward, upward. But then you say, our lives were fine until welfare or CPS got involved. No, if you were cleared on June 14th, doesn't matter. It's over. If they cleared you, they didn't hurt you, right? They didn't hurt your family, Don. If you were cleared on June 14th, they did not hurt your family. Capiche? He calls it welfare. It's CPS, but you get the point. He accused him of kidnapping, yes. CPS does not kidnap anybody. What about the case where Candace was beating Summer in the car? I've never heard that. Who called CPS on them? Don't know, but I can guarantee you they did not close it on June 14th. They went there June 14th for a very specific reason. Very specific reason. And something happened that night. And listen to this. Something happened that night. CPS knows it. Dawn and Candace know it. And that's why Grandis, this is why Grandis had an appointment the next day. And I believe Candace was setting Hunter up for an alibi. Hey, Grandis is going tomorrow. Can we, you want to hang out or whatever? You want to hang out or whatever? Dawn was with the boys that day. Candace was with Hunter and Summer that day. And Grandis. On and off with Grandis, in my opinion. But it was made the 14th. It was made the 14th. I've got reports of Candace, police reports of Candace with her other two kids before she had these four, of her going off on the CPS people and all that, and the police having to be called. Obviously, we don't have the CPS record, but we have reports on what they were coming out there for. I think they have 30 days to determine substantial accusations or not. Yes. Grandis gave an interview saying that Candace ran out of the house holding Summer in her arms, saying that Summer was sick. And yeah. I don't know if she gave, that's a thing that went through like but it might have been text messages, but I've not seen it, but I've heard it. Something was going on. They did not, it was something about Summer.
All this kind of stuff. And then about 48 hours after Summer come up missing, here comes the welfare again. Oh, we got to open a new case because of everything.
Oh. 48 hours. 48 hours? Now, the kids weren't taken, I think it was like 10 days to 2 weeks after Summer vanished. But Don says 48 hours like after Summer went missing. CPS is back. Oh, we got to open up a new case.
Thing that's going on. But see, if I would have been smart and know how to deal with CPS, I would have told them to get the fuck off my property before I fucking shoot you.
Well, maybe not the last part.
No,
but yes, get off.
No.
Well, I guess maybe, yeah. A lot of people don't understand the country culture as well,
I know
right?
now. Yeah, I would have shot him in the ass.
And thank you, Tits McGee. I want to hear from them and not hear say it. Yeah, we understand that. Didn't mean I meant on the 15th. Okay, they want to know where the blue couch.
What happens if someone already has multi-felonies and there's another felony maybe coming for child abuse or SA, right? They're going back to prison. They're going back to prison. And Don says prison, death is better than prison. That is his own words. Third strike, 25 to life. And you know what? Don, because Candace could have sent Don to prison for 25 to life already whenever the Jose thing happened, whenever he was arrested with a GUN in possession of him. And that's when she went down there crying. That's when she went down there crying. And they took it off. But I believe if Don was in jail, if they would have put Don in jail then, if they would have not dropped the charges, Summer Moon Utah Wells would not be missing today. I believe that with every fiber of my being. every fiber of my being. Okay. This is the video we were talking about earlier. Okay, Don was talking about. Look at this. This makes me want to cry. Bless her heart. Now, oops. 1 second. Which one is it? That's what I still don't understand though. See, I know that video, right? I know that video. But this is the thing. Don says they were recording her in the store, and then he says the back of a car. I don't know if he's just drunk and he's hallucinating or he's just lying or whatever. But this is clearly Candace's car. Oldest son is 16 now, I think. Yeah. This is clearly Candace's car. Megs, are you still in here? This is the one you was talking about, right? The video of he's talking when she got a book at church was so precious. Yeah. But look at her hair. Look at her hair here. This is her hair. They cut her hair like this. Yep. Okay. But I still don't understand why he would say that. I don't get it at all. You know what I mean? Like, why is he saying this? Okay. We got more stuff. Oh, hold on 1 second. I got some information. Okay. Okay, so never mind. I just got some information. So a person named Aubrey took this video. Is this what you mean? The person that texted me? And this, from what I understand, this is the person that called CPS, allegedly, just prior to the one beginning. I wonder what day this was from. I'm pretty sure. I'm just waiting for something. God, if this thing would quit, man. Sorry, guys, it's freezing on me again. Okay. Here we go. Let me play this. Okay. Now, in the very, Don was in jail for a while. And it was anonymous as a CPS call, but I believe the church teacher's call. No, I actually know who called, and I probably shouldn't have said that name just now, but I know who called. Hey, Scouts. Good to see you, baby. Okay. Thank you so much, my dear, for being nice. Appreciate you. There's the picture in the... Okay. So, good to see you, Scouts. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. 3 months, my dear. You are amazing. Appreciate your support really, really much. The person that called on, apparently, let me get this right because I'm looking at a really good source here. Friends with Summer. Okay. This person, her daughter was friends with Summer. And after Summer went missing, she came out on Facebook and said that she called on them because it was really bad. It was really bad. Also, they will come up with a safety plan and parenting. They will make them clean the house. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, I mean, this is the thing. If this is right, like this, see, I don't think that, CPS was already there in the past. And I know that because number one, Don and Candace has said that. Number two, the reason there's bunk beds here and upstairs is because CPS made them do that because they were all sleeping. All of the kids and the parents were all sleeping downstairs, like in the parents' bedroom. They were all sleeping downstairs. And that's when they made Don get beds. He didn't end up buying them. He probably stole the lumber from his work and then made these makeshift beds. And he made Summer and the boy, he was not much older than Summer, they could share a room, right? They could share a room. And then upstairs, Don built the bigger boys' bunk beds, and they had to stay upstairs. I do know that. So CPS had obviously, I know that they had been there before, right? But why June 15th or June 14th? Don said they closed it. No fucking way. No way. Whose birthday is it? There was so many roaches in that house. It is unbelievable. Jose told me like they had dog food bagged there and like they'd get a scoop and they said roaches would just pour out. Makes me itch. There was all kinds of lice and all that, fleas and everything. He made good money. The house was paid for. It went up his nose and down the gullet. That's where it went. That's truly where it went. But what if CPS came here and saw this bedroom? Well, you know, that they would tell him to clean it up. I don't know if they're going to take them because of this, but I don't think that's the reason that was their main concern anyways. Oh, Benny knows. Trust me. Benny knows. My boy Benny knows. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. This was, we call her Kathy the friend. Kathy was, or maybe still is, Candace's best friend. They had a falling out, and this is when she came out and started talking about Candace. Candace lived with Kathy during the time Don was in jail. And Kathy really tried with Candace to try everything to get her boys back. She tried to keep Candace, you know, from drinking and all this stuff. But, you know, Candace always kind of fell into her old ways. And she did everything she could. And Kathy knows the details about this. One thing she does, she knows the details about CPS afterwards. And they, you know, when the kids are in CPS, they still have to, nowadays, they have to pay almost like a child support thingy. It wasn't much. they had to pay $40 a month for the 3 kids. $40 a month. They were going to throw them in jail. They was going to keep Dawn in jail and throw Candace in jail because they weren't paying that. Oh, CPS absolutely failed these kids. Yeah. Everyone around.
Closer to the end.
Hold on.
Closer to the end.
One second. This music, I'm throwing this shit away. One second. I don't like that. Damn. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Good old freezing on me. Watch this.
Closer to the end.
Now listen to
this. Any visits, any conversation, any interaction between myself and law enforcement is going to stay between myself and law enforcement. If that does not, if you're not satisfied with that, you want more, you continue to dig for more, call the FBI, call TBI, and call Hawkins County and tell them you want more information.
Hold on one second. Let me fast forward this right here. Okay, here we go.
We're not going to keep doing that. She's not going to keep doing that. I told her just start skipping them. If it's something that I have responded to or somebody just keeps digging, trying to get more information, sorry, nobody's being rude. Nobody's being ugly. That's all you're getting from me.
One second.
Tell them you want more information. A lot of people happy. Yesterday, no, let me speak on the on Candace getting her items, all of her items from here that she brought when Dawn went to jail.
I kind of do too.
If she had asked for any of that stuff at any point or time, I'm not holding hostage.
God, why is that fucking music playing again? Hold on. I cannot stand that music. Okay, here we go.
Closer.
We'll get to it in a second, guys. Here we go.
And ask him to give it only to Candace. And to please make sure it's Candace by checking her ID. But I'm not going to Hawkins County.
So there was a box.
I've gone out of my way for her long enough.
I'll show it to you in a second.
I'm not.
Just give me a second.
I'm not doing that.
She's
welcome to it. She wants to get it today. She can go see Sheriff Coffee. So anytime, just saying. She probably doesn't even remember what all she brought over here, but I have no reason for it. So
yes,
just to
Dawn got really mad about that. Do y'all remember that? So there was
put that out there.
They had a green Suburban, and when Summer went missing, Dawn went to jail. Candace sold it to Kathy really, really cheap. Now, from what I understand, though, I don't know if Nana's in here or not, but I do know that we're going to have to do this in 2 parts probably, because I do know that Candace went off the hill twice. And we talked about it in the last live. Candace was seen about 12 miles away from the home at a gas station around like 5:30 in that evening. Right. Now, think about this. Remember, Summer is seen at, there's a picture taken of Summer about 3:12, give or take a few minutes, 3:12. Dawn, Candace, Grandis's phones go blank at 3:30. She was seen. Candace was seen on camera at a gas station. Summer, there was her on her phone. Candace took in the back seat. We know that it was like a 3:12 or something. So from 3:30 onward, Candace, Grandis, Dawn's phone deleted. Something happened from 3:30 till 5, or start probably to 6 o'clock. 3:30 to 6 o'clock. Somewhere right there, because the phones are deleted. Summer was taken off that hill at 3:30. She was taken off that hill at 3:30. Where she went, where they took her, but this guy that is associated with Dawn and Candace on Van Hill Road, the person that owns the property, I think, has nothing to do with it. But again, a family member of them, in my opinion, may know more. I'll just say that. But she was seen towards Kingsport at 5 something. 3:30 to 5:30. There was a lot of movement. A hell of a lot of movement between, in my opinion, Candace, Dawn, and they were doing something with Summer. Now, where was Grandis at this time? I don't know if Grandis was at the home. I don't know if she was with Candace. She said, Grandis said, I was watching the boys. We sent them over the hill and pray to God no one would kidnap them either. But remember when Grandis said there was this magical nap that happened? This magical nap after, didn't hear she took a nap for over a year and a half. There was no, yes, there we go. Yep. Remember that? Grandis said she had this magical nap. People say that they're sleeping is the most common reason why, oh, I can't be involved, or I can't know what was going on around me. Right? Obviously, if Grandis was on that property and something was taking place between 3:30 and 5:30, Summer was off that hill. She was off that hill, gone by 4, maximum. And I think 3:30 she was off that hill. But 4 o'clock, She was not on that hill anymore. She was not on that hill anymore. So Grandis said, a year later or something like that. Yeah, I fell asleep, took a nap. My ass. Yilva, where you been, girl? It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you, Yilva. How you been, hon? Thank you so much for your support. Really, really do appreciate that, my love. Truly, thank you so much. So good to see you. I do believe the time of disappearance was 3:35. It was, I can tell you, it was between 3 and 4. She was off that property. What about Jody Sue hearing the screams after 4:30? I don't even know if Jody knows the exact time of the screams. I do believe Jody heard screams. I do. A lot of people don't. I do believe that she heard something. But yeah, okay. Listen to this.
Oh, the dentist. Whew, good luck with that. Hello, Jackie.
I might need to
Miss
fast forward
Fletcher.
just a little bit right here. Hold on. Damn. How many more of these audios do I have on here? Okay, here we go. Maybe.
Giselle. Okay, I don't understand why any of this is our business about Candace's keepsakes. Yes, I think you should drop it off instead of airing her personal.
Okay, I'm going to show you that box in a second, but wait.
Just saying.
Because that box is important. Love you, Patty. I need to just bear with me, guys. I gotta find it.
The milk jug video was Candace in the Subaru, as I suspect.
It's not Subaru. It was Grandma's truck.
I wasn't there. I do not know. I do not know. Dang, y'all know a whole lot more. Even going to specific hotels. Holy moly.
I'm pretty sure it's up here. Damn, come on.
Questions you can ask. They'll be, you don't.
I'm pretty sure it's this video. I heard Kathy was in a real bad shape. They said I heard she was in the hospital. Oh, Lisa, I mean, you're welcome
Brenda.
to believe that, but I can tell you, David Dotson, he's weird. He's weird, and he gives the creepy McCreeperson vibes. I agree with you on that, but he had nothing to do with this. He had nothing to do with this.
If you did not
fucking videos, music. Maybe it's not this one, guys. Damn. I thought it was. Oh, okay, it's not done. Okay.
If you did not comprehend, if you
let me pull it up.
Choose not to hear what I'm saying.
Let me know if there's an
if
echo.
You missed it the first probably 15 times. What happened between law enforcement and myself, visits, contacts, interactions, anything of that nature will be kept between myself and law enforcement. Anything else, if you want information, contact FBI, TBI, Hawkins County.
Here we go. All right.
Everybody is gonna assume shit. A lot of people just keep drilling and digging, trying to get more information. If you want more information, call FBI, TBI, or Hawkins County. Tell them you want more information.
I do. I will. I am. I can.
When will this ever get solved? I don't know. I wish I did.
Okay, I got it. Found it.
I don't
Found it.
think anybody.
Got Okay. Sorry about that. That was painful. I apologize. I was trying to find the right thing, and we got it. Okay. So Summer, Kathy had all of this stuff in her home, and it was in her home. And I kind of talked about this the other day. What's wrong with Donna? Donna, you okay, honey? Hope you're okay. I didn't see it in chat. But Candace showed this on a live stream. And there's a box, and you can see this is the coat that Summer was supposedly wearing that day. And then it's like a memory box or whatever. And then there's pictures and all of that. And I mentioned this the other day. There is a candlelight pink, there's a cotton candy, and then it says a frost pink, and then a super pink. And this is Walmart.com, right? And this is the keepsake box that Candace had. I guess someone made it for her. There's like paparazzi hair bows in there that's never been used. I think there's a picture with her hair bow there or whatever. Okay. And you can see right here again, it could be editing, it could be the picture, it could be the lighting or whatever. But to me, this looks pink. Does it look pink to you? Make it bigger for you so you can see it. Major surgery. Oh, Donna, bless you, honey. You're going to be praying for you. You're going to be good. You got this. It looks pink, doesn't it? It looks freaking pink. And this is TBI sharing this. 6/16/21. TBI did share this picture. They absolutely shared this picture. Right. Yes, please call. You're right. And yes, you're right in the video. Kathy, the friend, has a tremendous amount of information, and she is protecting and keeping people asking. Kathy told me a lot. Her and I were once pretty close when she was all mad at Candace. But it looks pink. Yes, Kathy knows what happened to Summer. I don't think she knows what happened to Summer. I really don't. I think Kathy is... I think it was hard for her to see what kind of person Candace was. Okay, but look at the pants, right? Now remember, this is June 15th. It's hot. There's a hoodie, a zip, all of that. Long sleeve pants, leaning on a jug of milk. You can't see it there, but there's a phone there. Candace, remember, Candace, let me fix this screen so you guys can see me. Candace told someone that she had 2 phones that she threw away in someone's pond. Now, she said a different location a long time ago, like 2 years ago or more. Probably it was more than that. 3 years ago, maybe even longer than that. And she said she threw them in a pond. First of all, why would anyone throw phones in a pond? Why do I think? Well, I'll tell you why not walk it. Because a lot of people said TBI never showed this photo. They never showed this photo. Look at the tweet right there. Look at the tweet right there. There she is. They shared it. See, a lot of people has repeated this. TBI never showed the back of them in that photo. Because people repeat it so many times, people thinks that's what it is. But that's absolutely not true. Here is the tweet. June 16th, 2021. TBI showed this photo. And I told you guys, I can 100% promise you, and Nana will back me up on this. 100%. That photo was taken June 15th, 2021 at like I Nana knows the exact time. It's like 3:12, 3:15 or something like that. But there's been so much information about, well, Candace never what was it? The photo in the back of the truck, law enforcement never shared it. That's absolutely not true. Here it is. It's right in front of us. They shared it. TBI shared it June 15th or June 16th rather. There was only one reason why someone would throw a phone in a pond that's hiding something. Absolutely. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree. It was like 311, 3 something, somewhere 309, like that. Yeah. And then you're right. It was 309 because, hold on. Yeah. 19 minutes later, all the phones go deleted. Every one of them go deleted. All 3 people, all 3 adults. Granda says she knows nothing. Candace says, know nothing. Dawn says, I wasn't even there. But all your 3 phones go deleted. Kiss my ass, Dawn, Candace, Grandis. You're lying through your teeth. I remember them sharing it. Yeah. But it had been in the Summer Wells community so long that this was never shared by TBI. And so people couldn't, place that it was there. It was, here it is. Here it is. And there's information I know. There's information that Nana knows. And you can just have to believe me that I promise you this was taken at 3:09 on June 15th. Okay. But anyway, the pink, right? Right there it is again. This right here, again, it could be the camera, it could be the picture, it could be edited. I mean, I didn't edit it or anything like that, but just look at it. This looks pink. This looks like that candlelight, like the orange pink. See the difference? And she's got new stuff in here as well. It looks different. It looks different. In my opinion. 309. I've got it right there. Shit. I have 309. Does it not look different? It's different. Can you just imagine how many diseases Candace? Oh, I don't know. Gonorrhea, hepatocyphalitis. Now look at this. Again, candlelight pink, cotton candy pink, frost pink, super pink. You can get it at Walmart. I did this research. Now, again, this is with it out there. Supposedly, Summer only wore it one time. One time. But that looks like candlelight pink to me. It looks more like candlelight pink to me than it does this pink. I want to know, did she go buy another one? She go buy another one. Even in the dark area is darker than one summer. Pink or pink. It's like it's called candlelight pink is what they call it. You call it sherbet. Yeah, that could be. That could be. Looks peach. Something is wrong. But Don talks about, we was listening to that photo or that thing. He was talking about in the back of that video that we had never seen before. He's like, there's a pop bottle. Was he confusing the two or what? But in my opinion, this little girl was asleep here, not because I don't think she went to sleep on her own. I swear I don't. I don't think this is a natural reason why you would take a picture or a video of your daughter. It absolutely, it could be from the lighting, it could be from, but also just it could be, it absolutely could be. But I'm just saying also, they have a candlelight pink, and that looks like more like the regular pink, like they have the cotton candy pink. Right. But again, 19 minutes from when their phone goes missing, or their phone goes, all three, not one, all three. And Candace says something very, very interesting. If you know this case, you'll know what I'm talking about. Candace said she couldn't, when she was, I think she was calling 911. She says she sits her phone down on her mom's tailgate and calls 911. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Put a 1 in the chat if that's right and you remember that. She says she goes and sets the phone down. And it's because her mom has AT&T. Remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. Because we're going somewhere with this. Okay. Well, one thing that has never been released is the 911 call. Is the 911 call to Candace's 911 call that she called Hawkins County. Right? I don't. No, Marley. I don't. I don't think so. Yeah, there's something more with this. There's something more with this. Grandis. Yes, forget me not. Yes, 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 yes. Bingo, baby. Bingo. Remember, they said Grandis was putting minutes on her phone at the river. Whose phone is this in the back? Candace, why are you throwing away phones? You getting it? Forget me not. Yes, girl. Yep. It's hard to see, but there's a phone right there. There's a phone right there. I think one of the brothers got another one. AT&T, Verizon, all use the same towers, I thought. They can. But at the time, there was no service. And I can tell you, in 2021, I was on Ben Hill Road, and there was no service on Ben Hill Road. I have AT&T. I have AT&T. There was no service. Candace says she sits the phone down and uses Grandis's phone to call 911. Sits it on the tailgate. And Grandis had conveniently just put minutes allegedly on her phone that day. Did you put any other minutes on anywhere? Candace? Dawn? Grandis? She threw her phone on the tailgate or whatever, set it on the tailgate, whatever. But remember, Candace used her mom's truck when she left. Now, Candace only admits to leaving one time. One time off the hill. But I can promise you, if Nana's in here, she'll tell you as well. She left 2 times off that hill. She left 2 times off that hill. And she was absolutely seen at that gas station in the bathroom at around 5:30 something. 100%. TBI knows that. Hawkins County knows that. The gas station knows that. Nana knows that. I know that. And others know that. No, you don't need minutes for 911. You don't. You don't. But you need minutes to call other people if it's a burner phone and stuff. Right? So this is the photo was sent at 3:09. She's asleep. Then they all deleted their phones around 3:30. Come on now. How could that not be nefarious reason? Yep. Yep. Simply real. I agree. How could it not? How could it mother chicken not? What do you mean, Nancy? All phones have an emergency calling. Yes, but here's the thing. She said, well, and get this. After she gets off the phone with Dawn and she says she calls 911, guess what Dawn does? Dawn says he calls 911 after that as well. Why does Dawn call 911? Well, he needs a fucking alibi. He needs an alibi. He said he had just left work and he had been on the road. He just got on the road. And he called 911. And then he says he's, I guess he FaceTime calls Candace And he says they talk the whole way. The whole way he's driving like a bat out of hell home. Candace said that he saw it in Can's C phone. Which, again, there was, and again, it was just a miracle that they was able to speak like that because, again, Candace is supposedly running up and down, Ben Hill Road and Beach Creek when there's no freaking service. And they didn't lose service the entire time. Kind of does, doesn't it? Kind of sounds like another case. Sure does, Kelly. Sure does. Seems like we've heard that before. Bunch of these, nothing new under the sun. Right. Nothing new under the sun. It's the same old passage that the cops do, right? No. Now, there's something with the building down at the end of the road by the shed. There's something, I don't know what it is, but I know there's something. And just like Chris McDonough says about Don, did you check that shed? I might have. I eventually did. I can't tell you if I checked that shed. Right. One second. MCE, I don't think she like dry drowned or anything. No. I used to think so. Not anymore. Not anymore. Something there. Right? If that shed could talk. And I've got pictures of that shed. Why do they normally use the shed for? Well, there's nothing in it except trash or whatever. But there's a reason Don went to that shed first. There's a reason Don went to that shed first. Okay. Whether that is she was taken there and she wasn't brought up to the house, or she was up at the house and they took her down there, or there was something in it that they went to get or use or something about these nails. Again, Summer was swimming that day. You can be swimming in muddy water. Like, it can be muddy. The whole water just murky. And if you're splashing around, water is going to go, it's going to dilute underneath your fingernails, and your fingernails will not be muddy. There's more water than there is mud. It's going to dilute. Right? Now, there could be some fingernail polish on here. But there is dirt. Her hands are dirty. And to me, her hands look puffy as well. Also, the people at the horse stables said they saw Granda's truck there all day. I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, That I don't know. That I don't know. Uh, Nana we talked about that with something, but I can't remember. I'd be afraid of water moccasins, but yeah. People inside and outside of the house, on top of a hill, on a dead end road, surrounded by dogs. Yeah. She is not dead here. She's not dead here. I've worked at 3 different funeral homes. I can tell you she's not dead here. She might be in trouble, but she's not dead. And again, here. There's that phone. Can y'all see that now? This is the phone. Candace, was this the phone Grandis was getting those minutes on that day, honey? Inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know, Candace. Come on, Candace. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. Do you guys see the phone here? This right here. It's tucked in that seat. It's tucked in that seat right there. Yeah, an older daughter and son. But you said summer. What are you talking about, CMW? You see it now? Are those Skittles on the seat? Yes. Were they trying to get her blood sugar up? Yes, it can. In fact, I'll tell you, Jack and Lily's, Sullivan, they had, one of them had, fingernail, fungal infections. I've never heard that Grandis had custody of Summer before. She never had custody of Summer before. That's not true. If someone said it, that's not true. Funeral home, Lolo. Funeral home. But I've been to the morgue many, many, many times. Many, many, many times. So this is it right here when it's zoomed out. Gallons of milk, which is cold. And then this. This picture, in my opinion, was taken to let Candace know, to let Dawn know that they're on their way and Summer is asleep. Yep, exactly, Kelly. Exactly. Her facial muscles are still working. Her mouth is not open. She is alive. And her collar's still fine. Her collar's still fine. You would know if she was deceased. And that could be because of the type of dirty black appearance other than dirt or bruising. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just that's why they didn't stick around after she came in missing. She could be sedated. She could be. She could be. Remember, Grandis just got her medicine. What did they give her? I don't know, but they could have sedated as well. I don't know. Right? It's now look at this. This is the old bat, Grandis. And she's an old witch. And she knows a hell of a lot more. Don't you, old bag? Let me tell you something, Grandis, because I know you watch. I know you watch. If you believe in God, you need to be speaking the truth. Not only just because it's the right thing to do. It's whether it's about, whether your daughter is involved or not, you're going to have to take it to God. We got to take everything we do to God. I'm a firm believer in that. Everything we do. If we don't ask for forgiveness now, you're going to take it to God. I would rather deal with it now and take it to God.
She called 911 and she called Donnie, and we sent the boys down over the hill, and I stood in front of over by the edge there and watched them, and was praying to God every minute that nobody would take them.
For more than a decade, Hare has said the same prayer.
I hope and I pray.
Well, damn. You're praying? Why is it not working? Hold on. Why are they all? Why are they all silent? They were all muted. Lordy have mercy. So, Grandis has been real quiet over this, hasn't she? Real quiet. Isn't that interesting? How she's a lot more active in her own daughter's disappearance. For those of you who don't know, Grandis here has a daughter.
She called 911.
That is missing. It is 100% unrelated to Summer. Her daughter has been missing since 2009. But, a lot of times people don't want to say something because, Grandis's other daughter's missing. She doesn't have her. And if she lost Candace, well, she wouldn't have anybody, right? But what the truth is matters. A 5-year-old Summer had nobody, Grandis, fucking nobody. She didn't have your daughter. Your daughter was a piece of shit to her own daughter, to your granddaughter. And even your look how psycho she looks right there. Even the other people say you was always grumpy, bitching, complaining. Make it up to her if you know.
One, and she called Donnie, and we sent the boys down over the hill, and I stood in front of over by the edge there and watched them.
Okay, let me show you that right here.
Over the hill, and I stood in front of.
This is Ben Hill Road, right here. This is Ben Hill Road, and this is the beginning of their driveway, and it goes way up the mountain and circle around. Nobody is going to know that there's a house up here with kids in it, and a 5-year-old girl that's been downstairs less than 30 seconds alone while 2 adults are outside, 15 dogs, and 3 kids upstairs on a dead-end road in the middle of nowhere.
They're over by the edge there and watched them. And
That's right. Grandis says right here that she's watching the boys over the mountain. How do you see? Number one, over the mountain. and you're praying to God that nobody kidnaps those three while your granddaughter's missing. Now, if you had kids and you thought your grandkid was just abducted, which I don't know why you would think someone abducted her up there, would you let 3 kids go over the hill and just pray that they wouldn't be abducted as well? Or would you be an adult and say, get in the fucking house? I'm going down there. Listen to this.
And was praying to God every minute that nobody would take them.
For more than a decade, Hare has said the same prayer.
I hope and I pray.
1 second.
On the side.
This is whenever Candace says she's going to focus on her boys and she's going to put Summer on the side. Candace, Summer was on the side since the day she was born, and so was the boys. It's always been about
to put her on the side and worry about the boys because they're still here. It's still living. It's still living.
Yeah, that's right. The boys are still here and still living. The boys are still here and still living. But I guess Summer is not here anymore and she's not living. So she's not, those days are over for Summer, according to Candace.
It's still in foster care and
this child. Would they have to know where that home is, or are you going to casually drive by that home? Or would you have to target that home and say, okay, I know there's a home up there and I know there's some kids. I'm going to park my car here. I'm going to go to that home. I mean, if you drove, can you drive the car all the way up to the house? Would people in the house not be able to see it? I mean, this is the part that I'm not quite putting together because it seems like it's so remote to me, but I haven't been there.
It is very far back off of the road. In my opinion, you do probably need a reason to go up to this house. It's not just a place
definitely
you would drive up. And Ben Hill Road is also not really a road that you would drive up to either. However, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has not identified that this could be an abduction yet. They just continue to say that the circumstances surrounding what happened to Summer are unclear. And that does hold true for us as well. We have heard that she could have just walked off, but again, we believe that they would have found her by now if that was the case.
Look at this area.
They're just like you said.
Look at this area right here. This is the main road, which is a country road, right? And this is their property as well, right here. And they're on top of this mountain. This is Ben Hill Road, and their house is up here.
We believe that they would have found her by now if that was the case. So there are just, like you said, a lot of unknowns, but this area is kind of far back and the home is up on a hill, so you would.
This is on top of the mountain. After you go to the bottom of the hill, you have to go up here, right? You have to go up here and then go up through here and then circle around and then go back down. Now, Jody Sue, the neighbor, said she saw a flash of red. She said it looked like the paint was peeled off, like of the vehicle that day. And she said it went up, and she said you could tell it didn't circle around, like it just went up. And you can also turn right here as well. As soon as they got up there at 3:30, they had someone
Most definitely have to have a reason to go up there.
All right, Jennifer Shen, if we're talking about an abduction, I guess one of the challenges that we heard from Ansley is cell service, right? One way we often kind of try to figure out whose cell phone is pinging off the towers, who is in the area, and it creates leads sometimes for investigators. It's going to be tough to do that in this one, huh, Jennifer?
Absolutely.
It will be tough to do that. And it looks like in this case, you really need to find her to find evidence. There just doesn't seem to be any evidence of any kind. And, you know, I agree. It's pretty remote. And for someone to have gone there and taken her specifically, then you wonder if that person had been watching her, if that was, you know, something that had been planned, because it's not something you would just sort of drive by and it's a
This
moment of
is,
opportunity, sort of.
let me show you this right here. This is the truck that they were driving that day. This is the last picture that we have of Summer in this, right? Now, Candace says she threw the phone on the tailgate. Was the tailgate down? Was the tailgate down? If so, why was the tailgate still down? This is the story that they used, that they were planting flowers in this thing that already had weeds in it. It's complete bullshit.
If that's what happened.
Right, and again, this is what the parents are saying they believe happened, that there was some sort of an abduction. Ansley, we also heard 40 registered sex offenders within the zip code. How geographically, though?
In my opinion, the biggest offender is one not registered, in my opinion.
Spread out. That
You know, I'd say a parent's faith and what they do might impact God's judgment.
This
in
is
the end,
Don.
No matter what one of your children go through. I mean, say for instance, one of your kids overdoses on drugs or something. You know, that's tough.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tough situation.
Absolutely.
But I think God will consider, hopefully,
This is not alcohol. This is water, by the way.
parents do and what, you know, stuff like that. Hopefully, because what if she is forced to do drugs and it goes up
Remember?
in this negative
Listen.
way or this negative country?
Remember how Don was talking about in the beginning of the program, where he was talking about 2 kids on Coca-Cola? You remember that? Why is he talking about Summer, a 5-year-old, being forced to do drugs? Listen to that again.
In the end, no matter what one of your children go through. I mean, say for instance, one of your kids overdoses on drugs or something. You know, that's tough.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tough situation.
Absolutely.
But I think God will consider, hopefully, what the
Wait,
parents.
I missed it. 1 second.
it is very spread out. That
Here it is.
You know, I'd say a parent's faith and what they do might impact God's judgment in the end, no matter what one of your children go through. I mean, say for instance, one of your kids overdoses on drugs or something. You know, that's tough.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tough situation.
Absolutely.
But I think God will consider, hopefully.
Yes. Son in Wisconsin was allegedly hurt with a baseball bat, and daughter was only 6 months old. Baby girl had rugs in her. Funduski, from what I understand, they took the baby in Arkansas at birth. Exactly. But listen to this right here. Listen to this.
Parents do and what, you know, stuff like that. Hopefully, because what if she is forced to do drugs and it goes up in this negative way or this negative country or who knows what, and you know, and she gets killed or whatever, and she's not in the church. I wasn't able to bring her up to church like I wanted to.
Okay. 1 second. Look at this right here. Whoops. Watch this. Unmute this. Bear with me, guys. Want to hear this. You want to hear this. Trust. Okay. Make sure I got him. So we don't have to go back here again. All right, here we go. Guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Greatly, greatly appreciate you all being here. We got 1,000 thumbs ups, which means we have to get the chicken party. Watch this.
Why are they so cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. He accused me of selling my daughter.
Okay. Look at this. Now, this is Ronnie Lawson saying that they're not cooperating. And then Don saying that the TBI accuses him of selling his daughter for rugs. Remember the story about what he said in California? 2 kids were doing rugs. They could have been trafficked or sold. Then he just said that Summer could have been forced to do rugs. She's knocked out in the back of the car. Is she really sleeping? Was she given something? But listen to what he says TBI accuses him of. Listen, his words.
Controlly. Why are they so cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. He accused me of selling my daughter for gold. Fucking TBI and FBI.
The county sheriff says right now Summer's family is no longer cooperating with.
Hear that? Who accused me of selling? Oh, crap. For rugs? TBI and FBI.
Fucking Foley. Why are they so cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. He accused me of selling my daughter for gold. Fucking TBI and FBI.
The county sheriff says right now Summer's family is no longer cooperating with their searches.
They come and have, for the 11th time, kicked our door in.
Little girl's parents, Don Wells and Candace.
A predator would come up here and take our daughter. This is not going to be somebody's like, oh, I love you, Summer, and I just want to save you from a bad situation. And I just want to save you from a bad situation. No.
I just want to save you from a bad situation. Don's admitting that his daughter was in a bad situation. Yes. Yes. They have 9 kids between them. All 9 kids were taken away.
I want to save you from a bad situation. And I just want to save you from a bad situation. 90% of the time when someone takes a little girl or whatever, or boy even,
Trigger.
90% of the time is because they're predators. So it's just not good. Somebody has hurt her, probably.
I can't play that part because it'll get me. He says probably S8'd her. Oh, damn. 1 second. He says S8'd her.
Tell my daughter to go.
I'll just
from a bad situation. 90% of the time when someone takes a little girl or whatever, or boy even, 90% of the time is because they're predators. So it's just not good. Somebody has hurt her, probably sexually, maybe beat the fuck out of her, probably killed her. Let's be realistic. This ain't gonna be a predator would come up here and
Yeah. Yep, he said that. Mm-hmm. How do you say that about your daughter? 5 years old.
take our daughter. This is not going to be somebody's like, oh, I love you so much.
How do you say that about your daughter? Okay, listen to this.
And when Biden come into office, that's when Summer
This is when everything went crazy for us. When Biden came into office, Summer disappeared.
Biden.
And the border.
You know, I've heard I don't care what political party you're in, has been blamed for something. I've never heard that, though.
Oh, they could. They surely could. My sister could charge Russ. Jeannie don't want to admit that she's a little hoe.
This is Don talking about his stepsister. She was 5 years old when he started essaying her. And he was, how old was he, chat? But listen to what he says about his oldest daughter.
And JR tried to molest my daughter. And it was
not Summer. Don has an older daughter.
That far back.
Don has an older daughter.
There could be all kind of charges brought up. But, you know, we don't try to do that shit. Like my fucking poor daughter's been raped several times.
We don't do that stuff. We don't tell on people, he says, whenever someone is being offended. We don't do that, he says. Let me tell you something. If I had a daughter, or, you know, I got boys, but if regardless, your kid is being offended, heads are going to roll. Heads are going to roll. The police better get there quick. Well, they don't. They don't. They can't be rehabilitated. But listen, wait till he says this. You're going to hear what he says. It's the most repulsive, repugnant, anything that I've ever heard.
By people. My daughter.
His daughter has been AR'd many times by people.
Was raped by my first wife's son.
He knows that.
As soon as she turned 18, he raped her on her 18th birthday.
Listen.
Jesus. Yeah, because he knew once she turned 18, there wasn't a whole lot she could do about it or whatever.
That's weird to me because it doesn't matter what age you are. If you are AR'd, you're AR'd. You're going to prison if you tell, right? But why does he think when his daughter turned 18, there was nothing that they could do about it?
Our 18th fucking birthday.
Mm-hmm. But listen, that's not the worst yet.
Pretty crazy. There was things she could do, but she didn't go crying. She don't go crying and for all attention and blah, blah, blah. She dealt with it. I got to give my daughter props on that.
Yep. His daughter did not go whining. She didn't go crying. She dealt with it. He's got to give her daughter props on that. Yep. How repulsive. Now, I wonder what happened with this EPS. Hey, darling. 24 hours before.
I mean, not like to say that, you know, it was right or anything. I'm not trying to say that. Just,
yeah, you caught yourself.
I don't know.
You give her props.
It hurt her. I couldn't be there. I wasn't there. Nothing I could do about it. And her mother, her real mother.
No, there's absolutely something you can do about it. You could have stood by her. You said she was AR'd many times, actually. But she didn't go whine. She didn't go cry. You realized the way that sounds to most people. But in your world, Don, it's just another day. It's just another day. That's all. You didn't say, let's go to the police. Where is that motherfucker? Let me find him. Any of that.
They're just like, well, let's, whatever, but I don't know. Kind of crazy, but it's true. It's true. If anything, I'm going to tell you, Sheriff, if anything, I am the victim of that step family.
He's the victim. She was 5. She was 5. He was a teenager. And she was still a minor. And he was 19. And he did this to 3 of them. 3 of them. And there's actually, I think Chris McDonough said there's been 7 that's came forward. 7. 7 women that's came forward. Now remember, this man, I cannot stress this enough, guys. This man, you have to think about how much energy and thought and depravity that it takes to think about and execute. He drove his vehicle across town. He sat outside this woman's home. Then he broke into her garage or her building. And then he picked out the panties that excited him. And then the police were monitoring the area. And they saw Don outside suspicious. And they stopped him and they did a stop and frisk. And they pulled these panties out of his pocket. And they said, why are these panties here? And he said, those are my wife's. And this was when he was married to another woman. He thought, oh, I better not think that. Those are my girlfriends. And then he said, no, I have stuff in that building or in that garage, but I don't want the person living there to know. Think about, seriously, stop and think about the depravity up here and the energy and the risk of this devious, this deception inside of you, this sickness that would make him manifest all of this because of his sexual desires. Think about that. Think about the times where he says these horrible things have happened to children that he's been around. It's bad. It's bad. Really bad. Oh, and guess what? After Summer went missing, after she goes missing, my friend Benny Keys, he went there. He was, like a lot of other people, trying to help them get their kids back and all that. You know, we didn't know all of this stuff at the time, a lot of this stuff at the time. And he's there. Don leaves for the weekend. He gets paid. He blows all of his money in the town over on alcohol, drugs, and hookers. He came back a few days later, looked like a whipped pup. Benny went to his truck, looked in his glove box. Guess what was in there? Red panties. This was 20 years later from the time he did that incident where he was broke in the garage and all that. And then, you know, he's arrested many times since then. Then his daughter goes missing. And then there's panties again found in his glove box. That shows you right there. They cannot be rehabilitated. Cannot. Whether you're on the registry or not, you're not being rehabilitated. Shows you right there. Oh, damn. 1 second.
She dealt with about it, and her mother, her real mother, abandoned my real sister, just like my dad abandoned me.
Remember,
my step family, you know, they just kind of took over. My stepmom just kind of took over my dad. This ain't no shit. When I was 6 years old.
Wait till I tell you about what he's doing with his own daughter's case right now.
When I was 6 years old, I drove my dad's truck, an 18-wheeler, from LA to Utah. I drove his truck all the time as a little kid. Driving a freaking 18-wheeler, which I didn't mind. I wanted to help my dad. I felt so big. I felt so important. I slept a lot. When we get to our destination, Dad would be so tired from driving, so I could stay awake. But I would unload we was hauling doubles, so I would unload 2 sets of doubles, or 1 set of doubles, which would be 2 trailers, okay?
Oh, in the bushes, baby. I'm the one that broke the news. I'm the one that broke that news, baby. Yes. Him, Candace, and Pam lived with 2 of Arkansas's biggest, nastiest child RSOs, sentenced to 120 years each in prison. 120 years each. From the time he stole the panties in the garage, and then 20 years later, he's found with panties again in his glove box. That's what I meant, Pat. He's been itching for that 3rd strike many, many times. And he'll get it. He'll get the 3rd strike.
I would unload the some bitches all night, and I would wake my dad up like, Dad, they're unloaded. You pick up them other trailers, let's go. And he'd be like, holy shit, really? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. and we go across the Sierra Nevadas. You know, it was dangerous back then. All 2-lane. Now it's like fucking 10-lane. Whatever, you know. But yeah, we got freaking.
You guys, he has other kids. Please don't say the name. I don't think, maybe it does come up. I think I asked him if it. Please don't keep repeating it. But yes, he has more kids from a different marriage before Candace.
Okay, like for instance, like she said that she was down on the bottom after she heard somebody scream or whatever. She was never at the bottom of that driveway. I drove down there faster than she could fucking fly.
Okay, that was Candace talking about Jody Sue being down at the bottom of the driveway. Candace said, that's not true. I drove down there faster than could effing fly. Well, Candace, which time? Because you left that hill twice. You left that hill twice. Now, this right here, I have titled this the eulogy. People call this the eulogy video now, because this was days after Summer vanished. And I am telling you, this is Don. Don is a very conflicted person. He wants to be a godly person, I think. But his, in my opinion, perversions get him. And he's a very, his substance and all that. But here, in my opinion, he's making a promise to God, saying, God, I will take up, my cross and follow you. It's not about Summer so much in this video. It is about him and his promise to God. Oh, me either, Deborah. Me either. But listen.
Never at the bottom of that driveway.
Right here.
I drove down there faster than she could fucking fly.
This was an actual recording, right? This recording one's hard to hear, but he says, forgive us of our sins, Lord. Let me take up my cross and follow you for here on out, Lord. Watch over Summer. She was the light of my life. Let's all give our lives to you, God. Let me carry my cross from here on out, Lord. Thank you, God, for everything. Jesus Christ. Please watch over Summer. She's the light of my life. There's more to that. I don't have it available right now, but I've got more. Oh, here is. This is Hunter. Right here. Let me show you. this right up here is the 15-year-old that she was with that day. He's an adult now. Maybe. One second. There she is. I guess she's at home there. They're at home there. But why is she on a bed with a 15-year-old taking video? Why is she buying a 15-year-old adult alcohol, nicotine, vapes? Mary Moore, he's strung out bad, really bad. Brianna, he didn't, but I think he knows. I don't think he knows everything, but I think there's things that he hasn't said. I think she was, Megs. I think she was grooming. You got to remember, they threw Candace in the back of a car because they told her she was going down there to be interviewed and they wanted her to take a lie detector test. She was crying in the back seat of the police car. And guess what? The first person she called was the 15-year-old. Who was she talking to when she wasn't supposed to after Summer went missing? Hunter. And there were people from the church that was up there that said that's how they met Hunter, was over the phone, Facebook Messenger video. Shame on his parents for allowing that and not doing anything for that boy. I don't want to talk bad about Allie. His mother is dead now. And Andrew never gave a fuck to begin with. So, but shame. Absolutely shame. It's pathetic. And he's really bad. He looks like a 50-year-old man now. He looks like a 50-year-old man. He's so strung out on substances. It's bad. How did she meet Allie? I don't know how she met Allie, to be honest with you. I don't know how she met Allie. But Allie died, and people were saying, oh my God, she didn't die, or anything like that. And I dug and dug and dug because they didn't have like enough money, I think, for a funeral or anything like that. And I called all the funeral homes and looked at the records and all that, and I recorded the call where they said they had her body there and all that, because it was this big conspiracy that, oh my God, Allie didn't die. She died. They met at Walmart when maybe that's right. I think you're right, Lolo. You're right. Yep. Good memory, Lolo. Hunter's sister, True, lost custody of her baby, allegedly. You know something? Dawn, when True was, what, 13, 12, 13? Said she had a body from hell. Now listen to this. Dawn's and Summer Don's oldest son from Candace. There's four, there's four, including Summer. Don's oldest son and True supposedly had this little thing going on or whatever. And CPS supposedly got involved with that. And that's when Don and the oldest son went to Utah. But Don is saying this 13 years old had a body from hell. His words, not mine. Allie tried to speak out in her interview she gave the retired detective. Oh, with Chris? Yeah. Yeah. But there were things that Allie said. For instance, Allie said she went outside and saw Summer that day. That is absolutely not true. She later admitted that she lied, and I appreciate she admitted the truth. But I think she wanted to, be important and have the info whenever, they're not very educated, right? So I think that's the why she said it, because there was like so much attention on her at that time. But I don't know. It's crazy, guys. It's all been damage control. Why I lied to start with, I discredit her. I don't think Allie didn't know a lot as far as that day. She wasn't there. Candace came over to her house, but she was supposedly asleep on the toilet. And remember, her and Candace were fighting at the time. But she let Hunter go with Candace that day. And I think Allie was just I don't like to speak ill about the dead or any negative thing about the dead, but I think she was lazy. Just that simple. I think she was just a lazy person, and she was a single mom. She wasn't healthy, and she was just gave into that. Allie died, I think, from complications with the Rona. I think that's how she passed. Um, Misty, I don't ever want to hear the term Rico again in this community. Don't even say that. Oh God. But I think Don and Candace, the TBI, and them are working hard. They're working very hard. They really are. And it's coming. And I think there's going to be others. Yeah. See, video was bad. My lungs are still messed up from it. It's bad. So guys, we may be, yeah, me too, mama's mom. We may be live tomorrow on Summer again. We might do a part 2 because there's some things that some people I've spoke to about, how can I put it? People with the tree trimmers and stuff we're going to talk about. So we might go live with that tomorrow. My nose is itching off. Gosh, sorry. It's just all this congestion. Don's oldest son, I think Don's oldest son is an RSO. Yes, he is a registered RSO. Yeah. Look how he grew up. The irony is Don's oldest son is an RSO and Don isn't. Was that what it was, Maurice? I think you're probably right. Yeah. I can't remember. There's been so much. Brianna, you can call me or text me. I don't do panels on this channel or anything, but my Justin for All channel, I might do panels over there, and we can do panels and talk about true crime over there or whatever. It's kind of my all the above channel. So make sure you're subscribed to me over there. I look like an alcoholic with my water. I don't even drink. Yes, but because she had a brain bleed or something like that. Yes, she had surgery, something like that. You're the best. You're the best. All right, guys. We gotta have a chicken party. We got 1,000 thumbs up. Y'all are the bomb dog. If someone can get me a chicken that says Dawn or Candace or both, that would be great. I know you guys send them to me those all the time.
Katie! Christopher!
Oh,
Suck it now.
oh.
Suck it now.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
The following is an actual video of Daniel cleaning his room as a young man, answering the phone call.
Hello? Hello? I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning my room!
Girl, how I look? Like a damn fool. No, them veneers don't make that look no better. Girl, bye.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
My ass. As for the lights.
As for the lights.
Yeah, me smell cocoa butter cheese. Yeah, right there. Give me a kiss. Damn, you got to be an Instagram model or something. Here, put this shit on your gram right here. There you go. Yeah, give me a kiss. Don't move. This one going on the wall in my trailer.
The following is an actual video of me eating snacks at night.
Let me see what's going on with this little piece of fruit, baby. Clear my throat. Got a good little ring to it, not tart at all. Very sweet.
Let me get on up here, baby. I don't need everybody in my mix. See, you don't need to see Big Mama eating her oranges. Go on back the camera up and stop playing with my time before I get active mode face.
Get up off me. I said that's enough. Let my goddamn titty go. You act like you starving, Monquito. Now I said that's enough. You want to bite me? Huh? Okay. That's how I feel. Now get up off me. Got these people recording me act like I don't feed your ass. And look at your damn daddy just sitting there. You need to come get your damn daughter. She get this shit from you. Now let my damn titty go. You didn't eat. Let it go. Because at this rate, I'm not gonna care if Monkey Protective Services come get your ass. Now let them go. You didn't eat and you acting like you starving. Okay, we won't listen. We won't listen. Who is that? Oh, I thought I heard something. Now get your... Okay, let me just turn my ass around. Now didn't I tell you to let my shit go? Now I'm not about to keep playing with you in front of these people. I'm trying... Okay. Okay. Let me see who looking. Okay, hey.
Take me away
from the pain and you bring me paradise. So it's pretty out of here, girl. What's going on? We need to go down there to that barbecue shack. See, last time they shorted me a rib. I need all my meat. I want to feel ribby. Playing with my time. Girl, I ain't know they closed down the full town. Nobody really shopped there anyway. Shit, they always play with people's time. Girl, look at Bonita. Dumb ass, playing with people's time. Girl, it's too hot out here to be having all that on, all that black and hoodies. You look like a hoodie. Playing with your time.
We need to get that monkey as Remy's boyfriend. Wonder if he wants to date my spider monkey. Here we go.
Stop. You love touching my belly. Oh, you make me feel so sexy and confident. Oh, let me back up so you can look at it. Hi, look, babe. Stop playing. I just falls out when you do that to me, boy. Come on now. Oh, look at these legs and stuff you got. Oh, I think I want to touch and kiss up on you real quick. What's up in public? Let's do it right here in public, babe. What's up, boy? Come on, let's do it in public, babe. Stop playing with my time. Come on, boy. Come on, babe. Let's do it in public. Ooh, don't start nothing. Won't be no start, no shoe, won't be no stuff. Come on now, touching my titties and all that. Come on, boy, in public. Ooh, let me take this leg real quick and then. Ooh, where you going? Where you going, babe? Come here. Touch on me. Tease me. Nah, for real. Come on, let's go. What you doing? Baby, come on now. We got to get to the barbecue. Stop playing now. Stop playing with my time. Oh, let me get up here. Oh, look at that butt. Oh, take this shirt off real quick. See, let's go on and get wet out. Let's show them the way, because you know I do what I do when I do it. Come on, babe. Come on. Oh, this shirt is cute. Come on now. And let me tell you something. Why you liking that girl photograph on Instagram? I told you about getting too friendly-handed on Instagram. Stop liking their pictures. Stop liking their pictures. Do you hear me? They don't need you to know you. Stop. Stop liking their pictures playing on my time. Come on, babe. Let's go. I'm hungry now. They waiting on us. I want me a rib sandwich with some little cheese. Boy, get from behind me. So you.
Did y'all see my one? I actually did two, but here you go. Look at this one.
Okay, but why are you always acting surprised when I eat this food? Like, sir, we've been over this before. You made it. I noticed. That's how it works. I was just going to taste it, but now I'm invested. See, now you're watching me eat. That's on you. Next time, make yourself a sandwich. This one mine. Okay, but why are you always acting surprised when I eat this food? Like, sir, we've been over this before. You made it. I noticed.
Oh, wait. Hold up.
That's how it works.
There's another one.
I was just going to taste.
Let me see here. Oops. This one right here.
See now? This is crazy. Why are you holding the stick like you involved? You just a stand. Don't squeeze it like that. You nervous. I got the popsicle. You got the handle. That's the agreement. Why are you looking at me? You chose this role. This coconut. This cold, that is luxury. You don't even deserve to supervise. Matter of fact, hold it steady. You shaking. And if it drip, that's your problem.
RCMP, open up.
See now? This is crazy. Why are you holding?
A bullshit?
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones,
Jones,
Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, Fred Zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck
Head
up, okay?
Up. How you doing? Thank you all so much for joining me. You guys are amazing. Oh, thank you for Get Me Not. Never could. Love you, baby. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate that. If you received one of those from Forget Me Not, give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. Justin knows Don. He put link in and I became a sub there. I know what you mean, baby. But thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Charlene. Thank you so much. Worked hard on this one, so thank you all. Do appreciate you. Got more. There's more that we're going to talk about, and also with Sebastian Rogers, and I've got to do Spencer and Monique Tepe case. It's getting crazy as well. Well, it's been crazy, but it's getting crazier. And there's more. A lot of stuff coming out. Allie said she put eyes on Summer because she wanted it to be clear Summer was there. Yeah. She smoked a lot. Bless her. May she rest in peace. Oh, happy birthday, Miss Seeker. Is it Miss Seeker's birthday? We've got to sing to Miss Seeker. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. It's 2 a.m. I'm gonna sleep in and bake a cake. There's a song that's an old song. It's called "If I Knew You Were Coming, I'd Have Baked a Cake." It's the cheesiest song I've ever heard in my life, but it's like from the 1930s. Let's see here. We've got happy birthday, Mrs. Seeker. From all of the pearls, Miss Seeker of Delight. Thank you for being a member. In a pearl. This is my rendition of Happy Birthday, Mr. President. That I make a total idiot out of myself. Just for you guys, when you guys have a birthday. Okay, Dammy, 1 second. Happy birthday, Miss Seeker of Delight. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mrs. Seeker. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mrs. Seeker. Tammy, Justine. Oh, Justine. Please read my chat. Is there any Justines in the building? What did Justine say? I've been called worse. What did Justine say? I don't see it. The chat. My chat's kind of screwy right now, so it's not all coming in. Thank you, Mama's the bomb. I did see that. What did Justine say? Never gets old. Love you too, darling. Thank you so much. I make a complete idiot out of myself just for y'all's birthday. I don't know what Miss Seeker said, but Miss Seeker, or not Miss Seeker, who was it? Is it true that whose vocal cords? I don't know what you're talking about. Whose vocal cords would they take out? Justin, I want to know how. Oh, thank you so much, Dottie. Thank you so much, honey. I give it all I got. All I got. I don't know what she means by the vocal cords, though. Just say Justin, the 15-year-old, ran his mom and was the boss. I think so, too. I sound like Todd Chrisley. Sound like a gay middle-aged Southern man, pretty much. Pretty much. That's about right. That's about right, Deborah. I love Todd Chrisley. I love the Chrisleys. Even though, let me just say, Todd is not gay. Lynn, a lot of the messages aren't coming through when I'm live. Oh, I read that. I got you. She wanted to clear summer. But yep, I read that, baby. You sounded like Todd Chrisley. Oh. Laugh as often as you can. Amen. Amen to that. Laugh as often as you can. Life is short, and you only get so many trips around the sun. Life is hard enough to begin with, and there's struggles at all different parts of our lives, and some are harder than others. But I read a book that changed my life years ago, because I'm naturally a pessimistic person. I really am. I'm a pessimist at heart. And I'm always thinking of like the worst case scenario. And the book I read, it's a very small book, but it changed my life. It's called Attitude is Everything, and it's by Jeff Keller. It's harder to find. I think it's on Audible now, actually. But you have to have a good attitude. You really have to have a good attitude, because if you have a good attitude, things change around you. It really does. And we're going to be dust in, like, we'll just say less than 100 years. We're going to be dust, right? Live it up. Live it up. Make every second you've got with your family, your friends, by yourself, whatever, make it the best. I mean, you laugh, but I'll say it again. The only reason they aren't in jail is every reason. Well, it's it absolutely does. Absolutely does. I mean, this is the thing. You're like, I could do a whole live on it, but your mind is your reality. It's your reality, and where you take your mind is where your reality goes. It's where everything is headed. And I always believe we're going toward fear or love at any moment, right? Every emotion is based in either love or fear, right? Whether it's hope, that is based in love, right? Whether it's hatred, that is based in fear, right? All right, guys, that's enough for me. Make sure you're subbed up to my Justin for All channel. Just type in @J4A in the search bar, and it's called Justin for All. I'm going to be renaming it soon, but that is what it is right now. It's got like 40-some thousand subs on it. I go live over there, do random lives with Pearl and all kinds of other stuff. So, all right, guys, much love. God bless each and every one of you. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow. Stay warm, stay safe wherever you are. Justice for Summer Moon, Utah Wells, and all of the ones out there who need justice. Good night.